connecting neighborhoods across the Treasure and Magic Valleys, telling stories from within our communities. This is Good Morning Idaho.
Good morning, Idaho. I'm Leslie Solis, and we got a lot to get to this morning from our large team of neighborhood reporters, like our Steve Dent showing us the scene from Saturday's rage against the regime protests, where hundreds gathered to voice their discontent with President Trump and his recent executive actions. Plus, coming up on our next half hour, a newly released photo of Brian Kohberger from the night of his arrest. We'll hear more from the Moscow police chief as he shares what he remembers from that night. More on all that ahead, but first, let's have a check of the weather with Sophia Cruz.
Hey, thanks Leslie, and happy Monday to you as we get ready for our day together. If you're waking up in Twin Falls, mid-60s, so it feels pretty nice. Also some clouds slowly increasing, but it's not stopping the sun from coming up. It's also Monday. Maybe you're fighting off the Monday scaries. The good news is that it's Monday, so we're starting a new week together, but what we're also starting is a nice cooler pattern. Now with this, we will see some chances of isolated storms even right now moving through Burns and Baker City. A bit quieter off into our Treasure and Magic Valley, but the trend is going to be it really moving from eastern Oregon upwards in towards our west central mountains. Now throughout the day again, it is going to be cool, so while you get ready for it, you don't really need the jacket. If anything, you'll just maybe want to keep the sunglasses, hair tie, a cap. It'll start to get a little bit breezier into the afternoon. Before our morning, 8 a.m., mid-60s, so while you get in that maybe early walk, it's nice and cool. Then mid-70s, so some nice patio weather by the time we hang around lunch, and also some isolated shower chances. So I'll be showing you what this looks like for us into the afternoon, but also the good weather that's in store for the week ahead. Right, Leslie?
Thanks, Sophia. We turn now to a fatal crash on Highway 55 that highlights the need for road awareness during Idaho's 100 deadliest days. Our neighborhood reporter Brady Caskey has the details on the tragedy.
Traffic is once again flowing on Highway 55 after a fiery fatal crash closed the road on Sunday. I'm your neighborhood reporter Brady Caskey.
People start driving a little bit more carefree and a little bit more reckless, and that's exactly what happened here today.
Trooper Drew Sharkey with the Idaho State Police says they are in the middle of Idaho's 100 deadliest days.
For Idaho State Police specifically, we're almost taking a fatal a week, if not 2 fatals a week.
And on Sunday, another tragedy was added to the list.
There's a motorcycle that was traveling northbound on 55 where he failed to negotiate a curve and went left of center into oncoming traffic, causing a head-on collision.
The motorcyclist was pronounced dead at the scene, while the driver of the other vehicle was taken to the hospital and is in stable condition.
On impact with the vehicle, the motorcycle did catch fire where there was a brush fire that occurred.
Sharkey tells me first responders had to focus on preserving life at the scene first, then address the fire, which luckily only grew to around 1 acre before fire crews put it out.
Unfortunately, what happens a lot is these crashes occur and it quickly spreads.
Though the fire was quickly quenched and the road reopened Sunday evening, the loss of life is still felt in our community.
Every time we have a fatal crash, that's a huge impact on family and to the community. The only thing people really need to do is slow down.
Reporting on Highway 55, I'm Brady Caskey for Idaho News 6.
Police this morning still searching for the lead suspect in a Montana bar shooting that left 4 people dead. Authorities in Anaconda, a small town an hour east of Missoula, have identified the suspect as Michael Powell Brown, who lived next door to the bar. Officials warn that Brown is still believed to be armed and dangerous and that he could return to Anaconda. A $7,500 award is being offered to anyone with information about Brown. Head over to idahonews6.com for the latest updates.
This morning, a top economist warns the U.S. is on the precipice of a recession with consumer spending flatlining. This after a troubling jobs report. The unemployment rate rising to 4.2% in July, with the economy adding only 73,000 jobs. The Bureau of Labor Statistics also revising the job numbers for May and June, saying there were 258,000 fewer jobs created than previously thought. On Friday, President Trump abruptly fired the nonpartisan head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics, Erica McIntyre, claiming without providing evidence that the weaker-than-expected jobs report was manipulated.
I think her numbers were wrong, just like I thought her numbers were wrong before the election.
The president also claiming McIntyre previously inflated the job numbers to help then Vice President Harris before the 2024 election.
And then right after the election, they announced that those numbers were wrong. It's a scam, in my opinion.
Critics claiming it's not possible that the data was manipulated.
This is a preposterous charge. These numbers are put together by teams of literally hundreds of people following detailed procedures.
The jobs report comes as consumers brace for new tariffs set to take effect this week. The prices of some everyday goods, including coffee, fruits, vegetables, and medicine, all expected to rise. Clothing and shoes expected to go up too.
The tariffs are definitely a little scary, so I'm trying to get everything ahead of time.
A recent report shows the tariffs implemented by President Trump are the highest in nearly a century and will cost the average family about $2,400 this year. But the administration says the tariffs will reshape global trade, boost American manufacturing long-term, and return billions of dollars to the U.S. Treasury. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Idaho 5051 hosts the Rage Against the Regime rally at the Idaho State Capitol.
I have denial that Trump was voted in again.
I'm your neighborhood reporter, Steve Denton. I've been to several of these rallies, and this one had far fewer people, in the hundreds instead of the thousands. Demonstrators gather at the State House to rally against the Trump administration, Idaho representatives, and the Idaho legislature with concerns on a variety of different issues.
When I get really, really depressed and then I come to one of these, then it buoys me back up and makes me realize that, okay, I'm not alone, that there are lots of other people that feel the same way as me. We're not powerless. We're not hopeless.
We're not powerless.
The Rage Against the Regime rally had hundreds in attendance, but it paled in comparison to the last two 5051 rallies I've been to.
America does not do kings.
Chris Rajat and Corrine Deckard told me they only heard about Saturday's rally a few days ago.
And also, I think people are getting burned out. I mean, we're all fighting so hard, and everybody needs to take a break sometimes, and that's okay.
Idaho 5051 organizers also told me they have felt the burnout, but the movement will continue with rallies across the country and across Idaho.
The communication part has definitely been a challenge. We have all of our social medias, but, we're also, slaves to the algorithm. And we've been actually working a lot on the back end to improve that communication.
Organizers have put together an email list to reach people that don't use Facebook and other social media avenues. Joe Termes says coming to rallies marks the first step in attempting to make change.
But to make a real systemic change requires time, it requires money, it requires the use of everybody's skills.
But whether it's communication, moving the rally to earlier in the day to avoid the heat, or because it's just summer in Idaho, this rally didn't hit as hard as the previous ones.
Yeah, I think there is some sense of burnout, even amongst the organizers. There's also, a little bit of futility, I think, on people's parts as we get an onslaught of bad news every day.
This rally featured a drive for school supplies, and organizers have also set up a food bank. I'm your neighborhood reporter, Steve Dent, for Idaho News 6.
Well, they're hoping they can swing the Little League World Series after winning the state title. A Treasure Valley baseball team is stepping up to the plate to represent Idaho on the world stage. I caught up with the team as they travel to their upcoming regional tournament. It's every young baseball player's dream to play under the lights in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, and compete in the Little League World Series. For the Southwest Ada County Little League team, that dream is alive and well. After a standout season, they clinched the Idaho State title, and now they're headed to regionals, representing the Gem State.
It's really fun to play against the different districts and teams from other places that we haven't played before, like Post Falls.
Ira and Gage are both catchers for the team. They say it's an honor and a big responsibility to represent Idaho.
I'm kind of nervous. I don't want to mess up, but yeah, I'll try my best.
So we're going to take every single ground ball, every single fly ball with 100% intensity. Got it? Okay. Any questions?
Head coach David Stout has led the group for 5 years, and he says this season, something just clicked.
sometime in June, we were just playing, and you could just see that these kids have a little something extra. When the going gets tough, they fight.
Win or lose, David is proud of his players' growth and hard work.
One step and go get it, Wes. One step and go get it.
There's been several times where we've been down a lot of runs going into an inning, and we've somehow managed to claw back and win.
Now this team heads to the Little League Northwest Regional Tournament this weekend, battling top teams from surrounding states in a double elimination bracket.
Idaho unfortunately lost their first round game to Oregon 2-12, but they look to bounce back in a match against Alaska this evening at 4 p.m. Mountain Time. Alaska lost their first round game to Washington 5-17. After the break, we look at the current fight over congressional redistricting in Texas that's causing governors across the U.S. to threaten similar action. Taking a look at your national headlines this morning, Texas Democratic lawmakers have left the state to block Republicans from redrawing congressional maps. Democrats say the GOP plan could cost them 5 U.S. House seats ahead of the 2026 elections, and that the move is a racial gerrymander aimed at reducing the power of Black and Latino voters. Republicans argue the new map is legal and is being redrawn for political reasons, not racial ones. Democrats nationwide threaten similar tactics in states like California and New York if Texas Republicans succeed. President Trump says he plans to name a new commissioner of the Bureau of Labor Statistics soon. This comes after he fired Dr. Erica McIntyre last week. McIntyre reported July's numbers showing only 73,000 new jobs, opposed to the 100,000 that was expected. The Bureau also revised down previous employment growth by 250,000 jobs. Trump accused McIntyre of manipulating the numbers without providing evidence. The Boeing workers who specialize in building fighter jets are now on strike. About 3,200 employees in St. Louis and other locations rejected a 4-year labor agreement. The machinist union says workers deserve a contract that keeps families secured and recognizes their expertise. Boeing says its disappointed workers rejected an offer with 40% average wage growth. Turning back to the congressional map fight in Texas, as state lawmakers continue to fight over the redistricting, more states are threatening to also redraw their map ahead of the midterm elections. ABC Nicole D'Antonio has the latest.
This morning, Texas Governor Greg Abbott threatening to remove Democratic state lawmakers from office if they don't return to the state capitol this afternoon. Video shared on social media shows dozens of Democratic lawmakers leaving the state to delay a controversial Republican-led push supported by President Trump to redraw the congressional map in cities including Austin, Houston, and Dallas. The Texas Attorney General has said lawmakers could be arrested.
The House rules and the Senate rules both allow for these people to be arrested if they leave.
The proposed map could shift 5 congressional seats to Republicans and help them keep their razor-thin House majority. Texas state Democrats say the move is a racial gerrymander aimed at diluting Black and Latino voters and is bigger than just one state.
This is a national issue. Even though this is Texas specific, it's impacted the entire country. That the balance of democracy hinges on potentially what happens in Texas with these 5 seats that President Trump said he needed to keep a slim Republican majority in the House.
Former U.S. Attorney General Eric Holder, who chairs the National Democratic Redistricting Committee, urging Democrats to put up a fight and stop it.
This is an authoritarian move by the White House to try to make sure that they can rig the election, the midterm elections in 2026. And so I think that a Democratic response that is responsible, that is responsive, and that is temporary is appropriate.
Many flying to New York, Massachusetts, Illinois, and elsewhere, where Democratic governors are considering redrawing their congressional maps to counter the one being drawn in Texas.
We know that you are making great sacrifices to resist the power grab that's being perpetrated by Donald Trump, by Governor Abbott, and by Texas Republicans.
Now, Texas Republicans argue the new map is legal and is being redrawn for political reasons, not racial ones. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
Neighborhood of the day, Twin Falls with mid-60s as you head into your morning, and then you've got mid-80s this afternoon. I'll show you the storm timelines coming up.
Sophia Cruz with the Idaho News 6 forecast.
All right, well, good Monday morning to you. And if you're just waking up with us, happy Monday. It's pretty early right now. It's 6:18. And as you get ready for the day, we are going to be looking at, again, cooler weather as we head into this week. Also some breezy conditions and some chances of isolated storms for this afternoon. So across the area, the Storm Prediction Center has placed us under marginal risk from really southwest Idaho into eastern Oregon, extending from Baker City, Rome, and into Burns. So heads up if you're in anywhere this dark green. But it doesn't necessarily mean that we will all see storms. What this more so means is that we could see some storms this afternoon grow severe. If they do grow severe, it's a very low end risk on the severe weather scale. And so I'm going to walk you through some of the impacts we could see. But right now, here's what's happening. You have this upper level trough. It's shaped like this U. And what it's doing is promoting that northwesterly flow that will slowly start to really take over through the week ahead. Going to bring on those isolated shower chances, but I think the biggest thing that you'll find is that it brings us into this nice cooler trend. Now for this morning, we will look at some showers moving through eastern Oregon from Burns upward towards Pendleton. It'll continue to move and scatter into those west central mountains and in portions of Salmon. At this time, it's very quiet across our Treasure and Magic Valley, though we do have the possibility of even seeing a few showers into that 5 o'clock hour throughout majority of the night and into tomorrow morning. It remains nice and quiet, so it doesn't really bring too many heavy impacts to our morning or evening commute. And as we continue through the day, it's just going to get pretty cloudy over Baker City. Few clouds lingering off into those west central mountains, and then we'll slowly see some more clouds increase into Wednesday. As far as those breezes go, it is going to hover with those mid-20s as we head into the late evening. Tomorrow, same story, so expect breezy conditions consistently over the next couple days. So whether that means maybe some cap weather, kite weather for you at home, or you just need to grab the hair tie because it can get a little bit breezy, especially if you have longer hair. Either way, the good news is it'll just really complement the temperatures we have. You've got upper to mid 80s into your valley floors, mid 70s in Baker City, 72, 78 in Stanley. It's gonna feel really nice in those mountains and in our valley floors, which is some nice needed relief from that summertime heat, but it doesn't necessarily mean that we stray away from those 90s just yet. By Wednesday, we will be touching into those lower 90s, so it's gonna get pretty hot into the middle of the week, but by the time we approach the weekend, this is gonna be good. Friday, 84, 87 into Saturday, and then we'll slowly see those 90s return Sunday and into Monday of next week. Now I do want to show you our temperature outlook, because what this shows us is that as we make our way from August 10th into the 14th is that we're no longer in that cooler bullseye. We're now in that yellow and orangey color, which means we have a good likelihood of seeing above average temperatures. So the heat necessarily really isn't gone just yet. But again, this week, that's not the big story for us. It's pretty overall quiet weather, and you've got lower 90s by tomorrow, mid 80s stretching into the weekend. It's going to be a good week for us here in the Treasure Valley.
As summer vacation turns the corner, soon classrooms will be filled with students. And now is the time for back-to-school shopping. Although consumers may be concerned about higher prices this year, shopping expert and mom Trey Bodge says having a good strategy can help you save.
First of all, take inventory, and it seems so obvious, but so many parents that I talk to don't do this. Go through the backpack, see if there are supplies that can be reused, maybe give the backpack a good wash, have the kids try on all their clothes. You just have to make it fun for them, have them give you a fashion show, and then really get a sense of what they need.
Back-to-school sales are underway with deals at retailers like Target, Walmart, and Amazon.
Instacart has something called Deal Week, which is August 11th through the 17th, where you can get a free lunch essential item every single day. Plus, from the 11th through September 2nd, you can get an exclusive 20% off at certain retailers, including Staples and Container Store.
Shopping secondhand can help save money on new-to-you clothes.
If you've got teens and tweens, they may resist this, but what I would suggest is show them what your budget is, take them to, say, a Goodwill or a Salvation Army, and show them how far that budget can go. It can go a long way if you're buying secondhand, and then maybe you buy a few new things as well.
And if you give your kids some power over their back-to-school shopping, you may be surprised by what smart shoppers they are.
So what I like to do is give them a gift card and let them shop for themselves. When they are shopping with their money versus your money, they will be so much more careful.
Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Check out this backdrop for the Harmonica Festival in Yellow Pine. Check out this backdrop for the Harmonica Festival in Yellow Pine. I'm your Idaho Backroads neighborhood reporter, Steve Dent, and I want to highlight some of my favorite moments from this past weekend. I only got to stay through Thursday night as the festival continued on Friday and Saturday, but it was a blast up here in pretty much the middle of nowhere. People come to the Harmonica Festival for the love of music, including 28 bands that come from all over and they don't get paid. Muddy Boots and the Porch Pounders have come to the Harmonica Festival for the past 8 years.
The best part about this festival is no one gets here on accident. They come to listen to music. These are music fans. Whether it's music they've never heard or music they really love, these are music fans, and it's been a blast.
After camping out for 2 nights, I learned this festival draws another crowd, one that loves the outdoors, the beauty and the ruggedness of Yellow Pine. It's a festival that brings out people with ATVs, UTVs, campers, and motorcycles.
Yeah, big time.
Just rolled in on 2 GSA BMW adventure bikes, and we knew it was going to happen, but we didn't know it was going to be like this. And I'll tell you something, we thought it'd be straight harmonica the whole time.
Right.
These bands are legit.
Yeah.
Will Barley and Matt Downs are from San Diego, and they have embarked on a riding tour of Idaho to experience our mountains, our rivers, and our music festivals.
Man, you get up here, and it's life-changing. Just seeing not only the country, but the people.
I'm your Idaho Backroads neighborhood reporter, Steve Dent, for Idaho News 6.
Thanks for joining us this morning on Good Morning Idaho. We have much more in store. Here's a look at what's still to come from our neighborhood reporters.
In Mountain Home, survivors speak out after a pastor accused of sex trafficking agrees to a plea deal.
In Twin Falls, a community effort to make sure no kid goes hungry.
Now we'll look outside from the Treasure Valley Chevy Dealers Tower Cam.
Connecting neighborhoods across the Treasure and Magic Valleys, telling stories from within our communities. This is Good Morning Idaho.
Welcome back to Good Morning Idaho. I'm Leslie Solis, and still much more ahead from our large team of neighborhood reporters. Our Victoria Rodriguez highlighting Middleton High School's first ever active shooter training, as safety remains a top priority for schools across Idaho. Plus, Hialde is now officially over, but one piece of unique security equipment used to protect crowds is likely sticking around. Our Roland Barris learned about its origins and how it works. More on all that coming up, but first, let's bring in our Sophia Cruz.
Hey Leslie, good morning to you and happy Monday. It's nice that you're here with us this morning, and it's also nice that you're here with us too at home. Thanks for starting another week with us. As far as this week goes, we will set up to see a cooler trend and also just nice and breezy weather, which is some nice relief, right? Especially from that summertime heat. You've got temperatures changing slightly across some portions, and they'll slowly make their way there, but more so as we head into the afternoon is when you'll notice that cooler weather has stuck around. You've got right now lower to mid 60s along your valley floors, 51 waking up in Baker City, 39 to start the day in Stanley, so a bit chilly up there. You may want to grab the light jacket. As far as our winds go, not much change here just yet. It's pretty quiet overall, but we will start to see some windy conditions as we head into this afternoon and over the next couple days. This and some chances of isolated storms. So I have all the details you need to know coming up in just a bit. But either way, happy Monday, Leslie, and cheers to a new week to start together.
Thanks, Sophia. Shifting now to exclusive coverage in a case against Gregory Wayne Jones, a local pastor charged with sex trafficking. Our Sahana Patel has the scene from the courthouse.
A plea agreement reached for a Mountain Home pastor charged with human sex trafficking. I'm your Mountain Home neighborhood reporter, Sahana Patel, and I spoke exclusively with survivors outside the courtroom.
I want to remind you, Satan, that righteousness will win.
An emotional scene outside the Elmore County Courthouse. Survivors and community members in Mountain Home offered each other support after learning their former pastor reached a plea agreement with prosecutors. As we previously reported, an unsealed affidavit alleges Pastor Gregory Jones used his position at Liberty Christian Fellowship Church and its connected daycare to sexually abuse women, claiming it was a part of spiritual healing.
He tried to put himself in the place of God. And he is not God, he's a man.
Friday's hearing lasted only a few minutes. As the plea agreement was announced, I watched as former church members shook their heads in disappointment, some verbally expressing their disgust as Jones and his family walked out.
And we will speak loudly against this enemy, and he will be destroyed.
Lawyers did not publicly discuss any details of the agreement in court. We asked Jones's attorney for clarification, but they declined to comment.
And to every single victim of Gregory Wayne Jones, and to every single victim of sexual assault and human sex trafficking, you are strong. You are brave. You will get through this.
Idaho News 6 was the only outlet in the courtroom, and we will continue to follow this case as Jones's next hearing is set for August 18th. For the survivor's full statement, you can find that on idahonews6.com. I'm your Mountain Home neighborhood reporter, Sahana Patel, for Idaho News 6.
Police this morning still searching for the lead suspect in a Montana bar shooting that left 4 people dead. Authorities in Anaconda, a small town an hour east of Missoula, have identified the suspect as Michael Powell Brown, who lived next door to the bar. Officials warn that Brown is still believed to be armed and dangerous and that he could return to Anaconda. A $7,500 award is being offered to anyone with information about Brown. Head over to idahonews6.com for the latest updates.
A newly released photo shows convicted murderer Brian Kohberger moments after his arrest in Pennsylvania. As we've reported, police in Pennsylvania said Kohberger was awake when they stormed in. He was in the kitchen wearing latex gloves, putting his personal trash in Ziploc bags. We now know the final piece of evidence that secured the Pennsylvania search warrant came from the family's trash can left out on the curb with a direct link to the crime scene. ABC's Kana Whitworth asked Moscow Police Chief Anthony Dallinger to share his perspective from the night of the arrest.
I'll never forget, my phone dinged and I looked at it and said, "We got him." And the next thing on there was a picture of him in handcuffs from the scene. And I can't describe the relief that washed over in that moment. So being able to share that information with the community, I can only imagine that many of us in the community felt the same when we knew that we had him.
To learn more about the evidence in the case against Brian Kohberger, look for our special coverage online on idahonews6.com.
Before the first school bell rings, police from across the valley are running drills to help keep students safe this school year.
I'm your Canyon County neighborhood reporter Victoria Rodriguez at Middleton High School, learning how this first ever active shooter training is putting safety at the forefront of the new school year.
It's still summer break at Middleton High, but these hallways are filled with officers, not students. Law enforcement agencies from across the Treasure Valley participated in an active shooter drill, with Middleton Police leading the charge. The training is based on the nationally recognized alert program from Texas State University and the FBI, giving officers tools they can use in the most high-stress scenarios.
It's a 2-day class where we teach them in classroom concepts and principles, and we talk about the history of active shooter events throughout the country. And then our second day is a lot of force-on-force training where we place them into specific scenarios to make them feel uncomfortable.
Officers practiced applying tourniquets and asking key questions to assess injuries.
We want everybody to feel comfortable with the ability to respond to an active shooter situation or an active attack.
Randall also teaches Stop the Bleed at the school and says this kind of training is the first step in saving a life.
Each of those scenarios are different, and they're designed to find ways to make them fail just a little bit so that we can learn and grow.
Middleton Police tells me that this is their first ever active shooter training, although they hope it becomes a part of their regularly emergency preparedness plans. Reporting in Middleton, I'm your Canyon County neighborhood reporter Victoria Rodriguez, Idaho News 6.
For most kids, summer can mean a break from school, but it can also mean a lack of nutritious meals. I'm your Twin Falls neighborhood reporter Lori Nettleton here at City Park, where an effort to feed kids over the summer has turned into more of a community festival.
I love being part of this. This is my community. I grew up here.
Starting around 11 o'clock on Fridays, volunteers began showing up at City Park to help fight hunger. Sherry Vollmer is one of dozens of people volunteering their time to fill and distribute bags with meals for the weekend.
I grabbed 2 bags, open them up, and I've got them right here, and I just put one in each, and let's go, and then I'm on a roll. Don't distract me.
If you were passing by, you might not think this had anything to do with ending hunger. Dozens of organizations set up activities for kids' entertainment.
We want to make sure that, there isn't a stigma behind needing a meal. And so we want kids to come and enjoy and have fun here at the park.
Weekdays, kids who need a meal can pick up a sack lunch at different locations around town. Carla Flores from Chobani told me how this Friday event that started as a way to fill in the gaps became an outright party.
And so while there are summer sack lunch programs that are happening, as we have here at the park today, that only fills Monday through Friday. The Chobani summer program is meant to fill that weekend gap. So there's 2 breakfasts, 2 lunches, snacks, and then fresh produce within each bag. So these children are able to have meals 7 days a week.
No matter how big Twin Falls gets, it just seems like we're community. And no matter what walk of life we are, we're here together. And we just work together. We want to make sure the community thrives.
I'm your Twin Falls neighborhood reporter Lori Nettleton, Idaho News 6.
Let's take a look now at what's happening today in your neighborhood. A new school year is almost upon us, and North Junior High in Boise holding its back-to-school orientation for the upcoming school year. 7th graders should be there from 8 to 10 a.m. this morning, with 8th and 9th graders following from 10 to noon. The first day of school is set for Tuesday next week. One of the smallest county fairs in southern Idaho kicks off today, with the Blaine County Fair starting today in a small town of Cary, Idaho. The festivities kick off this morning with a pair of horse shows at 8:30 and 9:30 and a packed schedule of activities planned throughout the week. The fair is going through Saturday, and you can find a full schedule on the Blaine County website. And over in Meridian, it's the weekly Monday night market from 4 to 9 this evening at Story Park. You can enjoy local vendors, food trucks, and live music and entertainment. Free parking can be found at both Story Park and the Meridian Speedway.
Security is paramount at Hialdi, and these interesting looking yellow structures are a big part of protecting the crowds. I'm senior reporter Roland Barris, and I was fascinated by these, which I've never seen before. Wanted to find out how they protect crowds from vehicles without using thousands of pounds of concrete.
This 700-pound metal barrier is uniquely designed to stop speeding vehicles and protect people celebrating events like Hialdi.
It's fully American-made, American steel. We're an American company, and everything we do out there to keep people, communities, and places safer is around public safety.
Peter Whitford started Meridian Rapid Defense Group 20 years ago. It's not a local company, but it started as a way to protect American troops in war zones. And ever since the 2016 truck attack in France, MRD has been protecting people from copycat attacks and even mistakes that have become common.
2 months ago, we were in Torrance at the Armed Services Parade, where an elderly gentleman got disoriented, came straight down, hit the barriers, saved another 200 lives.
Each separate barrier is a little under $7,000 and is reusable. And as you can see, the barrier, when hit, comes up underneath the vehicle with a set of non-lethal spikes.
So we can stop a 5,000-pound truck going at 65 miles an hour, and you can imagine that's sort of 360-odd thousand pounds of kinetic energy.
Whitford says Boise City bought 2 sets of barriers. The city has yet to confirm that, but the product, which now carries a city logo, is certainly in use.
This old-style fencing was certainly never intended to stop a vehicle. Instead, they can use these now to control the crowds, of which there will be plenty. At High Aldi in downtown Boise, I'm senior reporter Roland Barris, Idaho News 6.
And join us this Thursday as the Seahawks take on the Raiders live from Seattle. Could it be the pro debut of Boise State star Ashton Jeanty? Coverage starts next Thursday only on Idaho News 6, your neighborhood news station.
Sophia Cruz with the Idaho News 6 forecast.
Hey everyone, happy Monday. 6:47 is your time, and I hope you had a good and restful weekend. As we start to get ready for the week ahead together, it is going to be cooler and breezy, which is going to be really nice, especially some much needed relief from the summertime heat. Right now we've got mid-60s heading out in Twin Falls. Bit of a cloudy start to the day here, but the sun's still coming up, and as we continue to move through the day, you'll notice that we are going to be looking at some chances of isolated storms that could go from strong to severe. So just taking a look at the bigger picture here, we have an upper level trough moving through the Pacific Northwest. So where you see this upside down U here, what that's promoting is that northwesterly flow, so bringing in that cooler weather, also increasing our cloud coverage, and then going to bring on again a few chances of isolated showers. As we head through the day, we will look at a chance for strong to severe storms. So the Storm Prediction Center actually has this at a marginal risk. Now this extends from southwest Idaho down into eastern Oregon. So where you see all of this dark green, that's the marginal risk. It's a low end risk for severe weather, and it doesn't necessarily mean that we will all see the impacts, but impacts that will make it severe are gusts upwards towards 50 miles per hour. So where you see all of this dark brown is where we have the potential to see some very strong to damaging wind gusts. Because of that, go ahead, put away the patio pillows that are outside, secure any loose items, and just really be weather aware as you head through the day. As far as our gusts go, on average, they're going to hover between those 20 miles per hour over to, it looks like 15 as we head into the later end of the day. But by Tuesday afternoon, it gets a little bit calmer out there, still a bit breezy, and then Wednesday we kind of just look at a light breeze move through the area. So it is going to be cool and breezy over the next couple days, but one thing's for certain is that if you don't get caught in one of those strong to severe storms, it's mostly just going to be a pretty quiet day for you and pretty good for any outdoor activities. All right, so timing you out on these storm timelines, this is our futurecast. This shows us 9 a.m. this morning. Burns upwards towards Pendleton and Baker City. We'll see these showers slowly make their way into the west central mountains, and then they scatter. Notice we could see again an isolated storm moving through the lower Treasure Valley. And this really pushes upwards into Ontario from Mountain Home even. Pretty quiet for the rest of us, and then by Tuesday morning those clouds slowly dissipate and we don't really notice much change here except for that nice cooler weather. Clouds will slowly increase to the middle of the day, and then we'll see more of an influence with our clouds Wednesday night. Few isolated showers again, but the bigger picture is that it's going to be nice and cooler into this afternoon. You've got mid-80s, some spots still a little bit warmer. You've got 89 in Glenns Ferry. Near our mountains, mid to upper 70s with lower 80s expected. And over the next couple days, we'll start to see those 90s again. By Wednesday, we'll cool to the mid-80s over the weekend, and then lower 90s Sunday and Monday. So the summertime heat necessarily isn't just gone yet, but again, it's still a good week. So if you're heading out to Redfish Lake this week, maybe doing some camping, you've got mid-70s by Tuesday, pretty nice and cool. 80s Wednesday, there's a slight chance of isolated showers Thursday, and then by the weekend, upper 70s to lower 80s. Now for our 7-day, you're gonna notice that we do heat up a bit into the middle of the week. So by Wednesday, lower 90s, but then the mid-80s fall just in time for your weekend plans. If you want to read more about the forecast, head on over to idahonews6.com. Otherwise, it is Monday. Let's get you ready to head into work.
Idaho News 6 traffic is brought to you by Champion Windows.
All right, we're giving you a live look of downtown where your time right now is 6:51. It is pretty early on this Monday morning, so if you're getting ready to head out, you should run into no troubles. We all look pretty clear across all of our neighborhoods. I haven't really seen too much change as far as this morning goes, but just to give you a good look at Broadway Avenue, we do have some commuters starting to head out the door if you're traveling in that direction. London Avenue Road looks to be a little bit sleepier. Otherwise, again, not very much change, so right now your drive times are pretty slow, or pretty quick, I should say.
In this morning's GMA First Look, hip-hop icons Salt-N-Pepa have been pushing boundaries for 40 years.
When it's all said and done, what do you want to be said about Salt-N-Pepa?
The duo, set to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, now entering into a legal battle over the rights to their music.
Baby, take a ride in my coupe. You make me wanna.
When you're an artist, in the beginning, you sign a contract saying that the copyrights will revert back to you after 35 years. And we've done all the things legally to get our copyrights back, but they're just refusing, so we had to sue them.
Yeah, it's the law. That's what it really boils down to.
Coming up at 7 a.m., more of Robin's interview with Salt-N-Pepa. With your GMA First Look, I'm Maria Ananali, ABC News, New York.
Welcome back to Good Morning Idaho. We're just wrapping up here, and in case you missed it, these are the top stories we're following from our neighborhood reporters. A motorcyclist was killed in a fiery accident on Highway 55 Sunday, which sparked a roadside brush fire. Another driver was taken to the hospital and is in stable condition. A reminder to drive safe during Idaho's 100 deadliest days. A Mountain Home pastor struck a plea deal with prosecutors after being charged with human sex trafficking. Sexual assault survivors and loved ones showed each other support at the courthouse on Friday after they learned about the plea deal. And in Twin Falls, a team of volunteers partnering with Chobani is ensuring that kids have meals on summer weekends through a summer program meal that has evolved into a community festival. You can learn more about all these stories on our website, idahonews6.com.
Now, the Out the Door forecast, brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors.
All right, well, it's 6:57, and as you get ready for the day, you've got lower 60s. By lunchtime, we'll be touching towards those mid-70s. Still plenty of sunshine by then. Slowly, those clouds will start to dissipate, and you'll see a bit more sunshine into this afternoon. And also, we're stopping at the mid-80s today, so it's going to be quite comfortable. But again, remember, we still have the possibility to see some severe storms into this afternoon. If you want to read more details, you can head on over to idahonews6.com. Otherwise, let's get you ready to head into work.
Idaho News 6 Traffic is brought to you by Champion Windows.
All right, it's 6:57, and we're giving you a live look of downtown right now. A few commuters heading out there, but overall, seems like we have some sleepyheads on our Monday right now. Starting to see a little bit of congestion as you head on eastbound I-84, but overall, we haven't looked at too much change for the drive times. Just to give you a clearer look, I-84 between Kuna and Meridian, that eastbound lane is slowly becoming busier, so heads up again if you are traveling in from Kuna or Meridian. 11th Avenue Street to Garrity Boulevard right now, just under 6 minutes, so it doesn't look too bad if you are traveling that way. Chittenden Boulevard to US 20 eastbound at just under 12 minutes. So it looks like people are getting a slow start to their Monday, Leslie, but it is Monday. How was your weekend?
It was so good. It was such a beautiful and great weekend. So how was your weekend, Sophia?
I got to go home and I got to spend time with my family, see the puppies, which is such a nice, just really good break. It's so nice to just go home back to your roots, just to see your loved ones and just to take a break for a while. So
yeah, we have a beautiful day today. The weather is cool. Fall is nearing. I'm excited about that.
I'm excited for fall and for, most importantly, winter.
Yeah, I kind of assumed you were going to say that, especially with snowboarding and skiing season coming up in a few months. So make sure to be prepared. But other than that, thank you so much for joining us on Good Morning Idaho. Have a blessed day.